Hey, curious minds! Ready for some jaw-dropping surprises? Today on our channel, we're diving into the unbelievable quirks of Japanese culture that will leave you stunned. Did you know there are things you can legally do in Japan that would get you in big trouble elsewhere? And wait until you hear why begging is practically taboo in this fascinating country. Stick around for these shocking revelations and more. If you're new, get ready for a wild ride. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Let's jump right into these mind-blowing facts. Number 1. Age of consent. First on our list is the age of consent. In Japan, the legal age of consent is 13, significantly lower than the typical 16 or 18 in most countries. This law, in place for centuries, reflects Japan's distinct cultural perspective on maturity and personal responsibility. It's crucial to understand and respect these cultural differences when discussing such topics. Number 2. Marrying cousins. It's legal in Japan to marry your first cousin, a practice dating back to the Meiji period in 1898. This is so common that there's a specific term for it, itokokon. Notable figures including Japan's 56th Prime Minister and his grandson, the recent Prime Minister Abe, were married to their first cousins. This law was intended to keep family wealth intact. Number 3. Sexual discrimination. Due to a few bad apples of men, nail salons, eyelash extension shops, and at some massage shops, only for women customers is the norm rather than the exception. You will see signs that say male customers are welcome if they are accompanied by female customers. Number 4. Medication. One common American habit that can land you in jail in Japan is bringing certain medications. In the US, medications like nasal decongestants with levethamphetamine are legal. However, Japan has strict anti-amphetamine laws. A case in point is Carrie Russell, who was arrested for her ADHD medication upon moving to Japan in 2015. Always check the Japanese Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare website before traveling to ensure your medications are permitted. Number 5. Food. In Japan, it's legal to hunt and consume whale, dolphin, seal, and sea lion meat. While these aren't everyday foods, they're available in some shops and restaurants. Shark fin is also legal and considered a delicacy, often found in Chinese restaurants. Joji Morishita, a key figure in Japan's withdrawal from the International Whaling Commission, emphasized Japan's commitment to traditional dietary practices. Whether you agree or not, these foods are legal here. Number 6. Public bathing. Next, public bathing is a common and cherished practice in Japan. People of all ages and genders enjoy communal baths in onsens, which are public bathhouses. This tradition, dating back centuries, focuses on relaxation, social bonding, and wellness. In contrast, public nudity is often taboo elsewhere due to differing cultural norms. If you visit an onsen in Japan, remember to bring a towel, practice good manners, and enjoy the experience with an open mind. Number 7. Public smoking. Public smoking laws in Japan are relatively relaxed. While some cities and businesses have designated smoking areas, there are no national laws banning smoking in public places. This may surprise visitors from countries with strict smoking regulations. Smokers in Japan should be mindful of local rules and respect designated areas while enjoying the freedom to smoke in public spaces. Number 8. Sword ownership. Owning a sword is perfectly legal in Japan, unlike in many other countries. Swords hold significant cultural and historical importance, symbolizing tradition and honor. Samurai use swords in battle and as status symbols. Today, many Japanese practice kendo, a form of swordsmanship, connecting with their heritage. Swords must be registered and maintained responsibly, and there are strict laws governing their use. Number 9. Pocket knives. In Japan, carrying a pocket knife can lead to arrest under the Swords and Firearms Possession Control Law. Knives with blades longer than 6 centimeters are illegal without a valid reason. An American man was detained for 9 days in 2009 for carrying a knife with an 8.6 centimeter blade. It's best to leave your pocket knives and multi-tools at home when visiting Japan. Number 10. Self-defense is not acceptable. If someone attacks you in a non-serious injury-causing manner, and you try to do something to fight back, you will get scolded by the police for not standing still or running away. Fighting back also makes it a tit-for-tat situation, and both are seen as aggressors, which makes filing charges very difficult. Number 11. Defamation. In Japan, you can be sued for defamation if you harm someone's honor or public image, even if your statements are true. Unlike many other countries where truth is a defense against defamation, Japanese law focuses on the impact on honor. Criteria include public knowledge, victim identification, and harm to honor. True statements, such as those about an affair, can result in defamation suits. Notable cases have seen significant damages awarded, such as a 2018 case with a 100,000 yen award and another with 4.4 million yen. Number 12. Public photography of people. If you direct your camera with the intent of taking a picture of a person in public and you do not have their permission, this could be considered dao quo, and the police do not take it lightly. If you film someone that you think is suspicious and committing a crime in a public area and they call the police on you, they could say you are being a nuisance under the anti-nuisance ordinance. The police will make you delete the video from your camera, take your details, and give you a stern warning. Number 13. Eating whales. In Japan, eating whale meat is a traditional practice reflecting cultural heritage. Despite international controversy and the endangered status of some whale species, Japan continues whaling for what it claims as scientific research. This practice is deeply ingrained in Japanese culture, and whale meat can still be found in some shops and restaurants. Number 14. Begging. Now for our bonus topic, begging. In Japan, begging is technically illegal. This stems from Japan's strong cultural emphasis on self-reliance and societal responsibility. The government provides various welfare programs and services to assist those in need, leading to one of the lowest homeless populations among developed countries. Begging is viewed as a public disturbance and is not in line with Japan's values of order and cleanliness in public spaces. Number 15. Home brewing. Home brewing is popular and legal in the US, but in Japan it can land you in jail for up to 10 years or a 1 million yen fine due to the Japanese liquor tax law. The only exception is making umeshu, or plum wine, which requires buying shochu, a Japanese liquor. Any homemade alcohol over 1% is illegal without a license, so it's safer to enjoy the local beverages. Number 16. Cigarettes. Japan is making progress in smoking regulations, but it still allows practices that are banned elsewhere. Cigarettes can be bought from vending machines with a TASPO photo ID card. Although a 2020 law largely banned indoor smoking, you can still smoke in hotel rooms, cigar bars, and some pre-2020 small restaurants and bars. Japan has made significant strides from a few years ago when indoor smoking was almost everywhere. Number 17. Pokemon and bootlegs. Selling modified Pokemon or any game data is a criminal offense in Japan. This includes services that alter game data for profit. A 23-year-old man was arrested for modifying Pokemon Sword and Shield, save files for customers. This is part of Japan's effort to prevent unfair competition and protect the integrity of gaming. Number 18. Game modifications. Modifying game data or consoles for profit is illegal in Japan thanks to the Unfair Competition Prevention Law. This law aims to maintain fair competition. In 2020, a man earned 1,150,000 yen modifying Pokemon game data but ended up in prison. Unlike the US, where some cases may not be criminally prosecuted, Japan takes a strict stance on such activities. These are just a few examples of Japan's unique laws that might seem unusual to outsiders. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave us your comments below. And for more fascinating insights about Japan, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.